under that weather alert today due to the chance of destructive winds, which are a real possibility with this storm. And you know we have live team coverage, the best in town, to get you started. Let's begin with meteorologist David Yeomans, who's here tracking where the storms are right now and what is to come a little later today. David.
Marie, good morning. Here we go with a big severe weather event all across the area, including Chicago, that will disrupt your day over the next 3 to 4 hours. If we have widespread power outages, it could disrupt your day for much longer than that. Here's the radar picture. We have a very complex scenario, so let me just walk you through a couple things before we zoom in. In Chicago, we're mainly dry. We have a massive squall line with 70+ mile-per-hour winds along it, plowing toward Chicago. First things first, let me give you the approximate arrival time of that. It's moving forward at about 55 miles an hour. That'll put it into downtown Chicago at 10:51. Western suburbs, obviously, even earlier than that. In addition to the main event, which is a widespread damaging wind event that we call a derecho, we also have an outflow boundary extending out of that. That's firing up some hail producers with quarter-size hail in Porter County near Valparaiso. We have another outflow boundary down near Ottawa and Morris. These are extremely important when it comes to the tornado potential as this line moves toward the east. Let me put this into motion for you so you can see what I'm talking about, and interacts or intersects with these outflow boundaries. This is where the tornado potential is the highest. So especially in Kane County, Aurora, Romeoville, Homer Glen, into the south side of Chicago and Indiana, we think, get tornado warnings as this squall line intensifies and moves eastward. We're also watching this band off to the south for the potential of tornadoes here as well. As we zoom in a little bit, we're getting pounded by heavy rain, damaging thunderstorm winds in LaSalle County, Northville, DeKalb. Nancy, I think we're going wall to wall on this on the stream, just FYI. And as this moves eastward, DeKalb and Sycamore, you guys are getting hammered by it right now. Then next in line, Batavia, St. Charles, and Aurora. And you can see these storms are popping up even a little earlier along that outflow boundary toward Downers Grove. McHenry County, we're getting kind of the worst of it skipping to our south at this time, but we do have the line filling in toward the west. Basically, everybody will be under the gun for this as it moves eastward. Let me pause this and put the radar into a different mode that shows the wind potential with these storms. This is the velocity, and whenever you see blue colors like this, these are 60 to 70 mile-per-hour winds that are hammering DeKalb County. We get these little notches here, which can mean a tornado potential. Not seeing any alarming signs of an imminent tornado now, but we are certainly watching that. And look at the damaging winds. These are most strong, it looks like, in DeKalb County. I'll zoom in here and give you to Chief Meteorologist Albert Ramon, also with me here in just a moment. Let's query some of these winds, though, moving through DeKalb County. Look at this, right near Sycamore. 83 mile-per-hour thunderstorm wind gusts. This would bring down trees. This would cause certainly some significant power outages. Basically, I think we need to treat this like a large EF0 or EF1 tornado, which is plowing into our area. Our Chief Meteorologist Albert Ramon also here as we kick off team coverage. Albert, let me give it over to you as we watch this squall line moving in. This is going to be a big deal as it moves into Chicago over the next couple of hours.
So two things that we need to be aware of. One is you got to be ready for widespread across our area 80 to 90 mile-per-hour wind gusts, and at times we could have wind gusts burst up to 100 miles per hour. This includes everyone watching in northeastern Illinois, including the city of Chicago, as David mentioned, closer to 11 a.m., and also northwest Indiana. The other thing that we're watching with every single scan is spin in the atmosphere that could warrant a tornado warning. We already have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, and as soon as these get upgraded to what we call destructive tag, when we get into the 80+ mile-per-hour wind gusts, that's where we're going to go from the stream where we are now into TV for continuing coverage. So what we're going to do is, again, we're monitoring every single scan here on the Doppler radar, and we were just looking off screen here. There are sampling of winds here north of DeKalb and south of DeKalb that are over 75 miles per hour. So we already have hurricane force wind gusts being detected by Doppler radar. Some of the most intense winds are near Sycamore right now, and we'll come and sample some of these pixels here. This again is giving us an idea just how intense the winds are, and approaching Sycamore, the Doppler radar sampling winds upwards of 80 miles per hour. On top of that, it's not just straight line winds, but we're keeping an eye on areas of spin in the atmosphere. This is a look at our shear product. We use this a lot during tornado situations. It's very helpful in these derecho type situations, these straight line wind situations as well. You see this elongated line here. That gives us an idea of these intense damaging winds on the order of 70 to 80 miles per hour right now, but will get stronger. And then where you see these brighter colors in maroon, that tells us where we have even more intense winds, and we'll kind of turn this on. on. What we're looking at here around Little Rock and Hinkey, we have these little areas of spin, these little vortices in the atmosphere that can prompt tornado warnings. I'm not seeing anything that's screaming a tornado warning coming soon, at least in the next couple of seconds, but we're watching that again scan by scan. Here's northern sections of LaSalle County. We'll turn on our velocity scan. Gusty winds coming into this portion of the area as well, coming into places like Northville with hurricane force wind gust right now. Mendota, we're sampling winds with a Doppler radar, also near hurricane force. So that's what is going on the velocity scan. The other thing we'll keep an eye on over the next couple of hours are these little areas of data coming in from the weather computer. And these are algorithms. And if you're watching us back on Sunday night, we were keeping an eye on these little arrows here, and this number in particular. This is the Barron Tornado Index, the BTI. It's a scale between 0 and 10. The higher that number is, the 10, the more likelihood that you have a tornado developing. We have known just through the spring and summer months that when that number gets to around 4.3 or higher, we got to pay close attention for a developing tornado. But right now, these numbers are there. They bear watching, but we're not looking at anything. We'll see how that one just jumped up to a 4. So we're watching it as these storms move into an environment that is a little bit more conducive to tornado development. So let's talk a little bit of what's going on in the atmosphere. And the game plan for the remainder of the morning is that David and myself and Laura Bannon, we're all here for you. We're going to take this on the stream, the duration of these thunderstorms as they march into Chicago, into Cook County after 10:30, into Chicago closer to 11 a.m. So we'll be with you continuously, and we're monitoring to jump on TV as needed with this intense line of thunderstorms. Let's put this into motion. The forward speed of this is off towards the east at around 55 miles per hour. And we'll do a specialized storm track with them. So the leading edge of the worst of the weather, again, moves into Chicago just before 11 a.m. So 10:54, the Loop and Wicker Park and areas of Gold Coast southward to Bronzeville, anywhere between 10:45 and 11 a.m. expect a wall of rain, intense rain, but more importantly, straight line winds. On average, we're going to get wind gusts here in just the next hour, hour and a half across the area between 80 and 90 miles per hour with bursts as high as 100 miles per hour. When we're talking about winds this intense across a large portion of our area, you better believe it, we're going to deal with a ton of power outages. If we remember about 2 weeks ago when we had those damaging winds down here in southern areas of Cook County and Will County that were around 100 miles per hour, we ended up with over 250,000 customers without power. We're going to be in that neighborhood, if not higher, today because this swath of wind is going to be impacting more communities from the western suburbs as it approaches the Fox River Valley, eventually into Chicago and moves into the Kankakee River Valley and also northwest Indiana. So let's zoom in for you and we'll do a radar tour again. We'll take this back into live mode. And speaking of the Fox River Valley, Aurora, you've got rain on the increase. You've got gusty winds, though, just out here towards the west of you. North Aurora and Batavia, new areas of thunderstorms developing, what we call updrafts are going on right now. We'll slip on our velocity scan because this will tell us the story of where the worst of the winds are. And if you're watching from central and northern areas of Kane County, we're looking at this ball of wind, which the radar is sampling at times 75 to 80 miles per hour, and that is headed your direction. So if you're watching from Elgin, you've got rain that will be increasing soon, but by about 10:28, so here in 20 minutes, we have potential for wind gusts at hurricane strength, at least 74 miles per hour, but potentially 80 to at times 90 mile per hour wind gusts head into Elgin and South Elgin and Carpentersville right around 10:30. All right, we've got another ball of wind headed towards Elburn here in just the next few minutes, about 6 minutes at 10:15. St. Charles here along the Fox River at 10:23. So again, that gives you an idea of the intense winds that are headed this way, and we'll turn the radar back on. And it's not just a straight line wind threat, but it's also the potential for a spin-up tornado that may give us a tornado warning. All right, so our friend Ricky Castro at the National Weather Service, he's looking at all of this. The Weather Service is on top of this. They're fully staffed, and they're talking about they're watching very impressive wind speeds being detected aloft by the radar just above our heads, and it maybe hasn't fully translated down to the surface, at least according to the latest observations from storm spotters, but they are expecting it to last, though, and the threat is going to increase as this gets a little bit closer to Chicago. David was watching off screen, right, David? I'll send it to you here in a second, but you're watching, sure, in particular, this area. Yeah. Where we have a tremendous amount of instability and also spin in the atmosphere. And what we're concerned about now into about the top of the hour, we may see an uptick in not just these winds, but maybe even tornado warnings that will get issued. So I think these thunderstorms are just starting. We're probably going to see a uptick in intensity, and we got to be real mindful of the spin in the atmosphere that could create tornado warnings here in the next few minutes.
You're absolutely right. Let's take a live picture from I-88. This is near Naperville. Beth, is that right? We've got our crews fanned out across the area. You can see our mobile weather lab down here on the south side. This is northwest on I-88. You can see some rain in this area. Our crew is positioned through the area, of course. All right, tornado warning. Let's go over to on air, please. Back on weather 4. On air right now. Is this for the Oswego area?
This is going to be Fox River Valley. Aurora is included. This is a new tornado warning for Kendall County. We got to go on TV.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know when we're on air. Fast as we can, please. Thank you. Okay. Yep.
East at 55, David.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist David Yeomans here with
You're on.
I'm meteorologist David Yeomans along with Chief Meteorologist Albert Ramon. We have a tornado warning on the west and southwest side of Chicago that we need to break into your coverage for. If you are in anywhere near Aurora, Plano, Plainfield, Joliet, Bolingbrook up to Westmont, this tornado warning expires at 11 a.m. We need you in your tornado safe place right now. This is part of a larger complex of damaging winds that already has a swath of wind damage 140 miles behind it from Iowa this morning into our far western suburbs right now. And this is what Albert and I were just watching for you off screen on the stream. If you were watching us online on CBS News Chicago, this leading edge of the line now has these little notches on it. Albert, I was just watching this over in the Weather Center. These little notches are what can cause tornadoes in a linear convective system, in a big squall line like this. So not only are we treating this whole thing like kind of a big weak tornado with 70 to 80, even 90 mile per hour winds, eventually making its way into Chicago on the storm line itself, but now we have a couple of these notches that are prompting a tornado warning from the National Weather Service. This shear indicator on our radar can help us clean up what we're looking at and really pinpoint where exactly the tornado is. National Weather Service saying they're watching a focused, persistent area of rotation. Embedded tornadoes and destructive thunderstorm winds are both possible. So unfortunately, this is not one of those situations where we can really pinpoint exactly where the debris ball is, exactly where the tight rotation is. You see this big line on the shear marker. This is largely a destructive thunderstorm wind gust, which can cause damage by itself, but it's these curved areas of shear, especially right here, I think, northwest of Yorkville. This can be indicative of a tornado. And Albert, I'm even starting to see a little gold here northwest of Yorkville. So this can be indicative of a tornado. Also on the north side of it, look at this. We have a couple of these little squiggly lines in the red. These can also be indicative of tornadoes. So anywhere from Big Rock and Sugar Grove south on 30 toward Yorkville, these are tornadoes that are probably imminent, possibly on the ground right now. This is east of Plano. So Plano, let's get in your tornado safe place just for about 5 or 10 minutes till these storms get farther away. But in the immediate path of these, Oswego, Aurora, Sugar Grove, it's on your doorstep. North Aurora, these storms are all moving eastward at a very good clip, about 55 to 60 miles per hour. If we track out the line, that puts it toward the edge of the tornado warning by 10:43 and into the south side of Chicago by about 11 a.m. So these are very, very fast-moving storms. If we highlight back where the tornado warning is, the most concerning area of rotation, back on the storm relative velocity, you can see some of these little notches that are starting to work in from Yorkville all the way up 30 into Sugar Grove. So we'll give you to Albert Ramon in just a moment. I do want to remind you, though, quickly, if you are in this tornado warning and your phone siren has gone off with that annoying loud tone, here's where we need you. Your tornado safe place, likely underground, in a basement if you have one, or if your neighbors have one that you have access to. Whether or not you're in a basement, though, we also want you in the interior most room of your home, apartment, or business. The idea is to put as many walls of protection between you and this outside storm as possible.